No, I'm not really muted. I'm not really muted. Although you'll probably now convince me that I am muted. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the brunch stream of Kitten Beach, the discerning South American simulator for the Middle European liberal. Good morning, everyone. Well, good very, very morning to those of you joining us from California and parts west. So how many of you are just necking Monster for breakfast this morning then? I went on X with horror last night to see all the pictures of monsters next to my stream. Cigarette and a coffee, alright, nothing but lurking. At least you got some what do you get from the cigarette? You get some kind of nutritional value. Beer. Dougal's like, beer. It's 11 a.m, it's beer time. Yeah, you're all Gen Alpha. Gen Alpha monsters. Thank you, Debbie. In the house. And thanks to Hisa, I think Hisa's on moderate today. So, thanks for giving up your lunch slot. Alright, well, I assume it's like mainly Kitten Beachers here in the audience today, so I'm not going to spend too much time kind of restating the basic premise of what we're doing, but I think this, if we're just going to go straight into the discussion, that is Kitten Beach on this island. On different islands, Kitten Beach will be found in different places, but this is definitely Kitten Beach. Here. Yeah. And you can tell by looking at the beauty, right, which is in these tabs. So you can see that Terra Kitten has absolutely devastated that part of the island. That's clear Terra Kitten territory. And it's a smoking ruin filled with steel mills, mines, and power plants. The music is extra groovy today. The tourist cervix. Alright. It's like, okay, all the thoughts have gathered again. Redoubled their efforts. Are you? Yeah, I mean, there is some. I mean, this is the thing about beauty, isn't it? Like we were talking about aesthetics, you know, on another stream, and I didn't want to go there then, but you know, we touched on the beauty of evil and the beauty of tragedy and so on. But the beauty of a weapon, you know, are weapons beautiful? Are certain acts of destruction beautiful? You know, like the end of Fight Club is our probably most recent example, because in one of the games. In one of the doomed timelines, Kitten Beach demolished these banks in what was quite a beautiful act of freedom, I thought at the time. But we had to rebuild them because that timeline totally failed, and it demonstrates what happens when you turn your back on the banking sector like that. It is very early to say the word cervix. Terra Kitten spilled monster onto his land and ruined the soil. Yeah, like some kind of Sumerian. The beauty of destruction, yeah, I mean, that's why people play, you know, games like Grand Theft Auto and so on, right? You know, destruction is beautiful. Sometimes. Right, so, now we've got the banks back and English-speaking cat is back. English-speaking cat rules the banking sector and this area in general, next to Terra Kitten. The capitalists and the militarists are pretty much in bed with each other. Then you have your Mormon community, which we've still got now, which we didn't destroy, and we've reset all the propaganda back to what we had it, and we can discuss that later on. We're going to take this quite slow now. I'm sorry for people who want fast games, but I think I tried to do that too fast, considering there's a bunch of you in the cafe right now. Beauty of Annihilation by Treyarch Sound. I've never heard of that. Yeah, it's the soundtrack, isn't it? Yeah, I know. None of us are comfortable with the English controlling the finances. None of us, including me. I'm not comfortable. We went through all of that. We didn't destroy the media. We sold it out for a while to get the economy back. And then we changed it back. So we're basically back where we were, with a slightly improved industrial base, right? And the task, because I misclicked, is really to create the beginnings of Kitten Beach over here, eventually. But we want to do this in a very clean way. We don't want to fuck it up. And I'm thinking one thing that we should look at today is possibly removing this bridge, removing that, maybe demolishing that and getting rid of all the roads on this island, and just have it come to the island by boat, I think. Exactly, yeah, we'll be able, we are already doing an English-speaking cat in the sense of we have looted 2 monuments. We've looted Stonehenge, which is English, right? Or Welsh, we'll call it. The rocks are Welsh. The monument's English. So the first act was actually stealing an English cultural object. Let's face it. The oily balloon factory is still open. Yeah. But it's working with rubber. We haven't got that in yet. We haven't even got the oil. We haven't got the oil in yet. Terra Kittens destroyed this area without even drilling for oil. We British Museumed Stonehenge. Yeah. And we've also British Museumed the Yowie Heads. The doomed Yowie Heads, which we'll put on the island, and I think we'll move Bonehenge or Boonehenge over there again as well. But I'd like to clear all the roads out, I think, and just make it like a place you go. So some of that stuff we have to restore. We also destroyed part of MCAT's world. We've put a kind of a little, not very well occupied shantytown back there, which we can maybe get rid of, and an aluminium mine, which is sending to. Ooh. Expiath, thank you for your generosity. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that. Expiath? Aluminium, yeah. To supply these guys, so we don't rely so much on the lumber mill, and we can change the lumber mill to IKEA. Maybe we did IKEA. Yeah, IKEA's there. So the planks are going into IKEA now. We can maybe even put another IKEA in. This is Petrocat's world after all. And then we did this. I can't quite remember why we did this. We're getting iron and gold. That's nickel. So where's the coal coming from? Oh no, here it is, yeah. Oh what? In the middle of a city? But where's the coal coming from? The entire Swedish heritage. We wanted to do jewellery. Yeah, I did that without asking. Alright, well, we can demolish that then. We've got money in the bank. That might have been whimsical. I wanted the gold maybe. But why did I do this? This is very messy. Alright, we'll tidy that up. Now, we haven't made any major decisions about alliances, I don't think. We're still a theocracy, and we still have childhood labour. Right? Back in the good old days. When people say the good old days, you have to ask them what they mean by that, you know? Do they mean the good old days when, you know, the world was at nuclear war? Do they mean the good old days when only priests were literate? When women couldn't vote, you know, when people start talking about the good old days, I really want to know when they were. Well, yeah, the Belle Epoque, you know, everyone wants to go to the Belle Epoque, right? But that was only good for like 5% of the population, right? Good old days when we were all isopods. Yeah, exactly. Before we crawled up on land. They definitely mean when women couldn't vote. I think it's probably better now, though, to be honest. For your average person, I think we went through a long dip, right, after the agricultural revolution, but I mean, everybody's got a pretty incredible entertainment system. Anybody can, like, telepathically communicate with anybody else around the world. You know, you can share art, create art in seconds, you know. These amazing communities wouldn't exist. I think it's pretty good. Oh yeah, and I was thinking as well when we were talking about capitalism before, because obviously this stream, well, not the stream, but the group is kind of attempting to have a kind of communist revolution. That's kind of one of the subplots, I think. But you know, maybe capitalism is responsible for all these gains. it's tricky. But if you don't like capitalism, we were talking the other day about Protestantism and capitalism. So that's kind of Zizka's fault, right? So if you're not all that into capitalism, I can't quite see how you're into Zizka. Well, there's that thing about like women know your limits, right? Do you remember that sketch? Some of the British people will remember the sketch from a British comedy show a long time ago. But they had like an infomercial, like a government infomercial, warning women not to get educated because it would upset their brain. This was a joke, by the way. But if you want to watch the skit, just type in "women know your limits." Well, Zizka created capitalism, right? I mean, is that too much? Is that too convoluted? It's stemming off a discussion we had the other day about Protestantism and capitalism. It upsets your womb if you know too many words. Cancel Zizka, that's what I'm saying. I'm relentless. Let's touch ice pick tips. Alright, okay, so we've got a bunch of jobs. This is really a kind of... this is really work, I have to admit. Kitten Beach is kind of a job. These aren't tasks that are necessarily going to be filled with glamour, but we need to tidy up this city, I think. We've kind of like... It's not very efficient, is it? There's the jewellery mill. Alright, look, that's making money. It might be the gold and the jewels and the banks that are saving us from this. Isfan was a kind of like, not only was an ultra good lawful gay paladin, he was also kind of environmentally aware. Exactly, Ishvan was just trying to save you from capitalism. And you killed him over and over and over again. Alright, okay, we have to tidy up though. Enough vibes. Alright, can we have a first vote then? We can do an instant vote. Do you want to de-road the island? Can I get rid of the roads and like move everything off the island? So we can just have it as a like pedestrian zone. Get the oil. California just roars up in the background, probably just getting up. First thought in California's head, get the goddamn oil! Well, this area's a bit like Jib. Like, we already established this is kind of... I don't even know why they have buses in Gibraltar, but they do have buses. It literally just drives up and down this road. Right? Big in Gibraltar. What is a kilometre? Look, well, the other thing I was thinking is that maybe Kitten Beach ends up becoming a kind of microcosm, right? That makes sense, of the rest of the island. So while we have these different districts representing the different politics, in Kitten Beach I think we should have different hotels. So there should be like 8 hotels, 1 for each of the politics. Does that sound nice? Gibraltar didn't do anything. They have a bus. Just pointed it out. But this bit's a bit like Gibraltar because it's, as you can see, it's limited. Look, it's pretty much is Gibraltar. That's what it looks like. Maybe different buildings. And no bridge here. Oh, this is a toll road. Something like that, yeah. It drives you from the border to the centre. That's the rock, look. Alright, so I guess... Can I de-road the island then? I love buses as well. You know I'm something of a socialist myself. Yes, alright, let's debate that the first job then. Oh wait, hang on. No, this is a problem. If we just do this, then how are the bankers going to get to party? They'd have to take the boat. Do you think they'll still go, won't they? Where's that other bus stop though? So this probably means we can get rid of a bus station, right? They need their coke and strippers. Exactly, right? This is the financial sector we're talking about. You said bus is plural there, not Kira. The boss. Well, this is the alternative, yeah. We can rip up part of this area to put in the coke and the strippers for the banks. Or we can take down the balloon factory if you want. It's not really, it's a bit silly. And clear the island out. Alright, how about this? Well, first we'll take the roads out and then we'll see what happens. Oh no, wait. If we move it first, I think we have to have some attachment. So let's put the pirate back in Better Kitten. This was for food, but I'm not going to worry about food. We'll ship that in, maybe. Ooh, okay. Don't think we need that. No, we need one over here, maybe. Give everything back to Better Kitten. And then we can have a set of landings here. Okay. We won't be able to have balloons on this part of the island, but we can just set the tour over there, so the balloons will still be going around. Shipping Better Kitten and English-speaking cat. Well, they did ship in the end. That's what's weird. I never, ever saw that. I never, ever saw that. That would be the end of Season 4. No way. They have a shared high intelligence, those two cats, though. Look at that. Look at all the bankers. They're like, where's the road? Quick! What are they doing? Look, they're swimming. Are they actually swimming? Have you ever seen that? Wait, has anyone ever seen that? I don't know if I've not. I don't know if I've seen that on Tropico.
You look kind of familiar.
Where are they swimming to? The bankers have done too much. You took too much, guys. You took too much. Where are you going? Why are they swimming? These guys are all looking at the boats like, what? That's much better with the boats though, right? We can do a mausoleum, yeah, we can do full-on communist stuff if you want. This is what happens, yeah, there's not much else to do, is there? Has anyone seen that though? Has anyone seen that? Any Tropico 6 player actually seen that? I've never seen that before, is that a glitch? Where are they going? Some underwater microorganisms. Bankers. Why aren't they going? Where are they going? Are they going there? Everyone's going by. I'm like, what are you doing, guys? These people are definitely out of the workforce right now. This is you going to the rat-eye tourney. They're going to the big Tesco. They yearn for the Michael plastics. Why have they got guards? Why are these more people following them? Yeah. The aquatic orchestra, yeah. That's strange though. Thank you, nothing but lurking. Yeah, too committed and too ashamed to go back, yeah. We built the landings for you, you can come back, you don't have to swim the long way. The population of the island is 485, and I think there's about 30 people there, right? So it's something like 7% of the island are currently doing the big swim. Oh no, there's still those two guards. What are they doing? Bankers are just mowing them down, right, with the speedboats, yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. They add graffiti to old buildings, then it looks like Zhishkov. Alright. Yeah, we very rudely removed their entertainment, but that seems to calm things down. Alright, so. Right, this is a lone newspaper. We can demolish it or bring it... No, let's bring it back here. Do you want the communist newspaper back in Better Kitten's land? They long to return to the sea. Shoal of unemployed citizens enjoying the water. Newspapers, alright, we're back to the Red Star then. That's done. Okay. And then right, let's reconnect this stuff. We'll clean this mess up later. No, that doesn't work. Can't actually link this. Alright, goodbye. Alright, we'll tidy that up a little bit more even later as well, but that's a little bit scenic. Let's check in with the swimmers. This is a problem, I think we've got to solve it. Why are they doing that? They're leaving the economy, that's for sure. Right, people still going here. Yeah. Alright, this is still working, so we can... that's not working. That's working. International waters. Trip to Ibiza with the lads. The sirens, maybe. This is like one of those communist sports associations, right? This is the whole stream today, by the way. We're just going to follow these guys around the island. Where are the guys in the boats going even? God, these bankers are sailing all the way from there. It's fun though, it looks good, right? Didn't they have these things though back in even in Czech, right? Didn't you have something, these kind of outdoor pursuits, keep everyone socially fit kind of organisations? Alright, well look, that's prettier. It's still, the island's still devastated, but we can put the yowie heads in and stuff now. Maybe move Boonhenge there, and that will replace... I think we might want to quit this though. That circus is... How about this? We'll do this as well. This is something we agreed last time, I'm pretty sure. We agreed we were going to make this a pleasure island for everybody, not just for the tourists, and then build the hotels over there so we don't, and we can, maybe we need to think about the military a bit earlier on as well and get some military strength spreading around. Sparta, yeah, that's what I mean, yeah, this kind of thing. We're not bringing the bridge back, no, that's a deal breaker. Right, Yowie heads are going in. Right, that's much better, look, that's much more, that's cleaner. That's busy. Okay, we've tidied that up then. Maybe we could have just cabins on this island. Like bungalows. This thing. Cabins. What about a little bunch of like private cabins and beach villas? But no big hotels. We're doing some great capitalist work at the moment, but the moment I stop and have a conversation, I think it'll lead to communist revolution. Yeah, fuck sheds. Oh yeah, let's go and check in with the swimmers then, hang on. There's a priest. Is that a priest? They're just swimming to the next island. They had enough. His old brain will what? Think it's from Sparta and not Spartacus? Oh, as in like freeing the slaves. True comrade can swim without water. In Soviet Russia, ocean swims you. The gym swim. Hey Bianco. Yeah. Sorry, I'm preoccupied because 5% of the island has decided to go on a long swim. Alright, so do you want to get the cathedral back? We had a cathedral here. Can we get yes to a cathedral or no cathedral? This is like the restoration of the monarchy. I feel great. Theocracy. Great, yeah, okay, magic. There you go. We love God. This is a Mormon cathedral, though. We got here through theocracy. We only lost power when we turned our back on theocracy. No, I think Isfan did escape from the Nicopolis by boat, though. Down the river.
El Presidente announces a new Snitch for Cash program. Report something suspicious today, and you could win fabulous cash prizes.
I love how... didn't Maduro do this? Wasn't there a president in Venezuela who was like singing and dancing like this on the morning news? I think this is how Starmer should manage the country. You know, you get like a full graphical representation of everything in Britain, and Starmer's there on one channel. You can check in with him anytime. The mods are saving from you, bit of me. Okay, thank you. Thanks, mods. Look at yeah, I'm really happy. Look how good it is. This is the monarchy and the theocracy. It'll fix everything. Alright, we might have to do something about food at some point. Have we got food? Yeah, we've got loads of food. We've got furniture. People have got IKEA here. Look at this is what capitalism brings you. We've got furniture in the shops. Stuff in cans. The swimmers are going to be very hungry. They're just going around the cove now. Look at that glistening new cathedral. Oh no, it's not finished yet. It's a pirate training regime, yeah, maybe. They've been doing this for months. He's running, man, and they're chasing one guy. This is my second cup of tea. But it's normal, normal chai. Oh no! Oh no, look! God, that was a near miss. Alright, they're turning. I think they're going for that fishing port, no? I'm going to go there and just go on another loop. And this is probably religion driving them to do this. This is a sign of the faithful. This is like a test. When they left on their swim, there was no cathedral. When they come back. Oh, it looks like they're splitting up. Why? Yeah, free swimming. No, it's free running, isn't it? A Sea of Thieves. See, I like the look of Sea of Thieves. I've not played it, but that does sound fun. You mean multiplayer? Yeah, two paths diverged in the wood, and these chose the less travelled by. Let's have a look at these then. Who are these people? Possibly seditious.
Please excuse me.
Sergio Morales. Or Sergio. David Sands. Arrange accident. I think we've got. Yeah, we need a judge. We need a court system. Sans Undertale. Yeah! Sergio. Okay, so that's David Sands.
Let me be.
And Pablo Rodriguez. He's a strong communist, look. Strong communist.
Forget something?
Strong communist. Pablo.
Good to see you.
Die-hard environmentalist.
You look kind of familiar. See?
Strong religious. I don't know. It's not. Doesn't strike me as an immediate conspiracy. Charity swim, yeah. And these two have kind of broken away as well now. I've had enough. Raphael and Dolores. Alright, okay, we should probably... Okay, so what have we achieved today? We cleared that up. We built a cathedral here. What's next? Buses. So that bus goes... nowhere. Was that the party bus then? Alright, so this should connect us to the hospital. Yeah, so we can get to the landings easier. Yeah, here's the other one. So that goes from there to there, and then... That was the party bus, right? So we still need the party bus. And that's the hospital bus. Alright, so the party bus is going to go straight here. And is that enough buses? That one. That's basically a replica. Alright, let's connect PetroCat in then. This should make it so that PetroCat can get to the party island quick. And they need more housing, so let's get rid of this. And whack a tenement in there. That's good. Maybe... The president is all alone up there, building something. Yeah, we need to talk about that anyway. The president's really been out of this whole game. We could put the president back here, facing the right way, and then put something else up here. Where's the minerals? Ooh, there's aluminium over there. So we can shut this down. Let's move this to this place. Because they've already got... This makes sense, I think. Alright, we don't need a discussion on that. And then we can bring the farm back. Right, bring the sugar back. This really is like the restoration, isn't it? Oh right, wait, look, they're still going. Alright, I think we stay with them until the end now. Till the bitter end of the long swim. Is there a fucking shark? What is that beast? Is that like a ray? Yeah, that's a ray, okay. The band is on the dock playing them in. We are just fixing up the last bit of the town, and then we're gonna spend loads of money on Pleasure Island, I think. Now we've got a functioning economy, and discuss politics. But we've been distracted by this group of people who decided to swim around the island. I think what happened, were they on the bus? Were they on the party bus when I destroyed the bridge? So they were just plunged into the water? Because if so, these people are... This is a terrible tragedy that they've been through. Someone should have really picked them up. We destroyed a bridge, I think, with a bus on it.
Nice weather.
Yeah, David.
Busy, busy.
It's quite keen, David. Exercise is itself a terrible tragedy. They're climbing out now, I think. Yeah, alright. There we go. Everybody's like, you okay? Alright. Yeah, this is just ASMR, Outlaw Bard. Politics themed ASMR. Alright, that's good. We did everything. We've done everything right, I think. University. University, yes or no? Do you want to get the college in? Yeah, I think we need one, don't we? I think we're running out of doctors and stuff. Alright. Maybe this is the end of the balloon factory then. It makes me, because every time I hear it, it makes me smile. But I don't know if it's a big part of our economy. Balloons. We get 1,500 in balloons for all of that effort. I think maybe it's time to shellac the balloons. Oh, Petro's woke up, shows violence. Well, this is an argument. Do you want an educated population? Because we don't have to have an educated population. We can just hire foreign doctors. But that would be against the mandate from the first Kitten Beach, the Doom timeline. All right, yeah, but we need some instant democracy here. Do you want education or do you not want education? Yes, education. We agree. Educate them, but if they act up, lobotomize them. Do it. Let's educate. Oh, the last hurrah. Wait, I just destroyed a bus route. No, I didn't. Or did I destroy the one from up here? Ooh, follower. I love how the stalky music comes on for that. Hey, Richie Crispy. Oh, you subscribed. It's great. Thank you once again. I think that can probably go. It's two people living there. Where are these people eating from? Right. Do you want to bring the strippers back to the centre then? Should we bring the cabaret back to the centre? We haven't put the balloons up yet. We can bring the balloons back. We're just bringing the strippers back. We can put other entertainment on the island. Maybe this is more like here. Okay, look, they got a theatre. Oh, we fired all the actors. Do you want to rehire the actors? We fired a bunch of actors. That was one of our first things that we did to save the economy. You want the actors back? Yeah. How many? Like 2? Let's not go crazy. I don't want like 6 actors, you know, lying around a theatre claiming they're producing art. Communist propaganda plays. We can do that. We can do El Presidente the music improv theatre. Intellectuals like improv theatre apparently. A 6 is ridiculously decadent. Let's do El Presidente the musical. I'm up for that. So these are little edicts which give your buildings extra powers. So if we do that, we've got loads of knowledge backed up. So we can just upgrade things we want. So El Presidente the musical. I'm going to put money into that. That's going to be great. I actually have a plot for a musical, kind of, Kitten Beach the musical, to kind of repair the damage done by cats to cat musicals. I didn't watch Cats because people like really warn me off, but it's true, right? I'm not going to tank the economy for theatre. I'm quite cautious when it comes to theatre. I rarely lose money on theatre. Kiffness has made some funny kitty music. I don't know that. Not a parody, actually a good musical. I did watch the trailer, but I saw Cats, Devi. I saw Cats in London in the West End. And I like a lot of the songs, but I heard the film adaptation was bad. Yeah, I like Cats. I like Cats the musical. Yeah, okay, good. As long as we agree on that then. Okay, but I would really like to play English-speaking cat, I think, if we do the musical. And it's bad in a way that's not good bad, right? It's just bad. Oh, it's funny bad. Because funny bad can be okay. Well, I don't know if yeah, no, you're right. I should play Kitten Beach. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, Kira. I'm already a character. I forgot. Yeah, I'll play Kitten Beach. Cringe, bad. Were people laughing in the in the look at this intellectual banking newspaper sector. We should select the mind control. Hang on. People are going to see it. People are going to see El Presidente the musical, which they would do with Kingdom Come the musical. If anyone's listening, people would see that. Yeah, okay. A sinister British white man. Actually, no, English-speaking cat's kind of pragmatic, I would say.
The citizens are demanding elections, Presidente. It seems.
I remember when this happened in the last game, and I was like, "Fuck."
So selfish.
All right, it's fine. Yeah, speech. People are good. This is a good island. We praise the religious. That's the way in. That's the way to power. Don't blame no one. Promise no improvement. We're doing good. Accept me. Accept me for what I am, people. Kitten Beach.
My friends, my people, welcome to a golden age of
Was James Corden in History,
for
boys?
Every living tropical.
Yes, I agree. James
It
Corden
was
should
your
go.
trust that made it possible. Your trust of me, El Presidente. Behold the landmark I built with my bare hands. A shining example of Tropico's ingenuity. My fingers now throb with the blisters of progress, soothed by the
Speed, come over here.
victory.
I'll just speak up then. Oh yeah, wait, they're coming.
Those without jobs, I understand. My job is
Francisco.
everything to me. But soon, my people, everyone will have tolerable pay, bigger bosses, and harder work.
Great.
As we
Love that,
strive,
communist, don't you? You love a bit of work.
God forsake
All about
our
work.
Beautiful shores. Our spiritual friends guarantee this.
How hard are you all working today?
In this life,
If you don't mind me asking.
and the next. It is you, my friends, who I thank for making me.
Yeah, all
what I am
Protestants here.
today. I am proud to be your Presidente. Viva Tropico!
Hey! Hugo. It's your one day off. You doing a paper? Like, writing a paper? Someone deleted the bus you were on. Oh, there's no doctors. Yeah, this is the problem. Yeah, so college professors, right? You want to import some professors? Neo-colonialism in Africa. All right, that's good then. Tropico's good. It's supposed to cover that Cold War kind of period of. I would still call that colonialism, right? When the great powers were interfering. That's what or neo, as in like the Chinese. You'd be working hard in between the hours. Okay, that's good. Import the professors. Thank you, Leverbets. Another one? We've got money, let's spend it! Let's get some cultural enrichment going on, come on. Right, okay, yeah. It's true. Well, that came up in another stream, didn't it? About, like, the EU, for instance, will kind of block its practices, its defensive trade practices, actually, keep various parts of the world kind of undeveloped because they won't buy manufactured stuff. They'll only buy. And we got loads of money. Look, this is why I wanted to rest today. Look, while we're just chilling, we're just the bankers. English-speaking cat is ensuring our future. Oh, is Kay a professor? Of what? Do you want to hire another professor? Another professor, great. Okay, Desmoy, thank you. Let's pay him loads of money as well. Could fire a teacher though. How many unemployed have we got? Let's fire a teacher. We haven't got enough children. Yeah. The EU is kind of evil like that, isn't it? Yeah, sorry, I had to go. And libraries. Okay, so the library, right? I don't know how you guys feel about libraries. Are you pro libraries? Do you like libraries? Even when we have the internet? For aesthetic reasons. You like libraries because you like looking at them or using them. The drug deals are happening. There you go. There's another modern world lesson for me. Isn't it performative? Yeah, okay, alright. Well, let's not, it might offend people. So, we're supporting public services at the moment, which is, I guess, what you want. So we're helping. We're basically the library of the school and the college. More cops. You want more cops? I love the atmosphere in libraries as well. Some libraries are absolutely beautiful. Cops? Fire the cops? Secret police, we discussed that later. We're fixing things first, and then we're going to propagandize people how we want. No cops, alright. You sure you want to fire the police, though? Okay, let's go and fix this problem. I think maybe we do this by bus or something. Yeah, we can't get another IKEA, that's it. We're IKEA maxing. Does anyone know why I got the iron? Why was I going for the iron? I seem to have loads of iron. Kitten Beach might just turn into Scandinavian socialism. We can hope. Was for the cars. Okay. Well, if we're going Scandinavia, they've got some good cars, so. Did we build a... We have rubber? Okay, we have rubber. Do we have a car factory? No, okay. Lost media. Yeah, and inventing explosives. I haven't quite got the kind of Norwegian accent down yet, but I am trying. Do we need? We don't need that. He does exist. I was looking at places for the calendar yesterday. I was pitching someone for a place. You're gonna get some really nice treats. Okay. And it's gonna be like, yeah, you're gonna love it. Yeah, treats. Cute animals and stuff. It'll be worth the wait. But the calendar's coming. No, we need this, don't we? We need it. This has got one pub, otherwise you have to go to Party Island. That's the Party Island bus, I think.
Citizens of Tropico intend to vote for it.
I know, we're gonna do some cosplay. Don't worry about it. We're discussing stuff. Fire a Barwon. Yeah. There's a military barracks there, so this is dramatic overkill. We don't need that. Carl Gustaf rifle. A piece of firming machine gun. No, I was saying I was practicing the Norwegian accent from that show Norsemen. Norwegian speaking, €40 on Steam. Speaking English, I mean. €40. They've probably seen that we're doing it here, and they're thinking they can milk you guys. I don't have access to behind-the-scenes stuff. That's Warhorse. Warhorse have it. Alright? Like, honestly. If you want to see some of that stuff, you get it from them, I would imagine. Ask Jim directly. I cannot force Jim to do anything. Ask him directly. Ask him nicely. I'm sure he will. If he has it. Why is there logs in the street here?
That was a close one, Presidente. Apparently, some citizens need to be reminded just how much...
Yeah, no, I read the story of Charles, the Swedish emperor, and the Battle of Poltava, right? He loses everything. Is it Poltava? Swedes versus Russia. St. Peter, not St. Peter. Tsar Peter. Yeah, I read that. I read a whole book on Peter the Great. It was really good. It was really interesting, I have to say. Very interesting cat. He had. You'll like this. You kind of like size difference people. basically Prussia had some kind of army of giants that you had to be 7 feet tall to get in this regiment, and he paraded them around. He loved them, and then Peter basically did the same with you people who are into size difference, I believe, seems to be a popular thing. But yeah, Prussia had this like regiment where everyone was 7 feet tall, and then King Peter did the opposite. Tsar Peter did the opposite. He had an army of short people, and he also collected. Didn't he collect like? What do you call it? Like strange, like two-headed things, like mutants. Didn't he collect mutants? Didn't he pick all mutated stuff? Is that true? Didn't he have a museum of pickled mutated stuff? Yeah, it should do. Yeah. But then the problem with Tropico 7 is it's not going to be complete, is it? They're doing that Civ model. I'm very happy with the island. We've got 250,000. I don't think we can take any criticism here. Well, I saw some hysteric where the size difference is dramatic, let's say. More dramatic than it is in reality. Okay, Boonhenge is kicked in. I say we take a smallish break. That's fixed, basically. We've got Rom. We've still got the iron. We've got the nickel. We're doing weapons. That was probably for cars. And the car factory should be up here, I think. Right? Petrocat territory, definitely. Put it by IKEA. Here you go, we are. This is basically becoming Swedish. Petrocat territory. Just need a mobile phone factory. And would you put the weapons up there as well? Yes, that's what you're saying. Alright, okay, let's take a short break. We're only playing till 1 today, aren't we? Yeah, so let's take a very, very short break. Of 5 minutes.
A new mascot,
a British break.
He is big and he's your brother. He'll always keep an eye on you, and that's a promise.
Alright. 3 to 5 minutes. Hello and welcome back. Yeah, so we this is a shorter stream. This is a 2-hour stream today. If you prefer these shorter streams and just having them at different parts of the day, this is possible. Rather than having 3 hours with Fallout and Stalker, for instance, we could have 2 and therefore create time for more streams. So send feedback to the media team if you've got an opinion on that. Yeah, and we're trying to showcase. Please sign your art as well. This is really important. But and the Evil Gang art tag, if you use that, you're just basically saying that I can showcase it. But sign it and also mention the names as well. But there's some memes up there, some art up there. It's really great stuff. I'll put some other of the cat pictures up as well, like Meowstvan. But I didn't quite want to take too much of the Kitten Beach vibes away, but there's a lot of great Meowstvan art if you haven't seen it, and great Meowstvan tattoos that people have had. Really good. Is the stream working or is it frozen? Can you hear me okay? Yeah, alright. So, yeah, it's a short stream today. We're only going on till 1. That's Petro Cat, I think, kind of finished. So we'll have a look at just tidying up Pleasure Island and we'll tidy up Pleasure Island and we'll begin to make the tourist base of Kitten Beach, and then that when Kitten Beach, that part of the island, I think, as I said, needs to be a microcosm of the rest. Try and including all elements in balance. We can keep the political game over the rest, but I think just for aesthetic purposes, that's what we'll aim to do. You have 1 billion Kitten Beach art pieces planned. That's great. Just keep going. Do a whole graphic novel about Michael Catt. But we need to steal some Peters and all of that. We still haven't done any of those things. We still haven't reached out to the USSR or the USA or the Western powers. And we can do that as well. Let's do Pleasure Island first, though. I think that's the last task. Oop. Alright. This we can fill in later. Let's let that tick over. We got Robber. They're working. Yeah, they're working. Intimidate and steal another monument. Yeah. Thank you. We can't do that because I don't... Oh, no, we do have... I don't think we've built this... Yeah, we haven't built it yet. But yeah, intimidate. That's a good point. And do we need people? No, we need stuff. Rubber. Rubber. And milk. And uranium. We have placed them out, the owie heads, they're there. And we can destroy this. Yeah, this is not doing anything. That's a pretty old... okay, so we got this to start with. Let's put another one of these. It's a very loud speedboat. Well, then we can maybe do... Oh, the Gartic phone stuff that I saw was really funny, by the way. I did see some of the pictures afterwards. That's great. Do you want to do the... Do you want to get these cabins in? These fuck sheds we talked about? Hey, Leroy. Well, hey for Leroy when you watch the VOD. Valerie's kind of bearish on fuck sheds. No. Okay, alright. Let's look at the entertainment options then. Nothing's really grabbing me there for tourists. Arcades, maybe? I can see casinos there. I can see a golf course there. I'm gonna build a golf course. Golf course, yes or no? Golf course. No, you don't like golf? What about English-speaking cat and his friends? They love golf. Okay, no golf courses. Casinos. No to casinos. Do you want a natural island? Casino's better. Casino. Casinos, yes. Alright. That looks quite cool, no? Casino there, maybe a cocktail bar next to it. You want a natural island? What would we said entertainment island? A natural island full of penetrable bush. This is the part where she cries. We don't really want them to go to the rest of the island necessarily. We just want them to come here, spend the money and go, no? Look, we're gonna build all the hotels here and on this beach, right? Then they're gonna come here and play in the casinos. That was what I thought. We need a bar, we need a strip club, that's all, yeah. I hope this works. Are you sure you don't want a golf course? Yeah, Macau, yeah. That is a bit of a strange one. Communist casinos. It's nice golf. It's a nice sport, no? Hot air balloon, yeah. Working on that. Let's do that now. Balloon tours. Golf is too performative. You're against performance in general. Yeah. Former bred emperor. No, I don't play golf.
There's a new
No, I know. It's environmentally, but no fucking way! We're against the cathedral.
To play, rebellion is illegal.
Okay, we're gonna need an army this time. Fed up with this. This is what killed it last time. Right, you got Terror Kitten and we need army around here. Let's give Better Kitten some army. What about tanks up here? Tanks on the hill, military base up here, like a tanks. Nuns with machine guns. We love tanks. Watchtowers on either side of the cathedral, just so people walk past the machine guns before they go in. Yes. Jets. This is quite a lot of money. You want an aircraft carrier? Aircraft carrier is going to set us back 50,000. You're getting crazy for Terra Kitten here. Recession. Give me instant democracy on the aircraft carrier. This is Terra Kitten. This is like... Okay, California's saying yes. Oh, we're torn with the aircraft carrier. It's a lot of temptating. I'm seeing it trending towards yes. Yeah, let's do it. This will protect our swimmers. Okay, we put in 2 lookout towers, tank base, aircraft carrier, and another barracks. But you can, like, this form of democracy, you can vote as much as you want. Hello, Saute Toes. You know, when it's a hot summer's day like it is in Tropico, and you feel like you just need a drink, you know, then Koffler feels like you've really had a drink, you know? It's a trick. It feels like you're having a drink. Alright. We spent a lot of money there in that kind of military-industrial complex, just hoovered up half of the money and this entertainment thing, which we don't have any tourists for. But these problems are going to solve themselves, I think. Oh, trade! We don't make cheese, we don't make cigars. We do make rum. We don't make toys, we don't make leather. I feel like we should have a leather industry. You miss Lord Rogers. The Koffler is the message. Michael McLogan. Pineapple economy when?
The #1 sign of being a spy is voting against El Presidente in an election. Do not make this fatal mistake, citizens.
How's the musical doing? Musical's great. We can hire another actor. You want to hire another actor? There's 4. We got 4. It's 5-hand now. It's a popular show. Kitten Beach the musical. Oh, okay. Let's do the media then. This is sensitive. This we're leaving on Red Star. This we're leaving on... Yeah, this is communist media. You want to keep the communist media? The masses yearned for improv. Cactus is the 5th and final actor. In a kitchen sink drama set in set in some Caribbean island called Cactalicious. Yeah, improv is radical. That's why the intellectuals like it. Because they're like, what? They don't have a script? Cactalius is gonna hate me now. This is one of my favourite tracks. So the other media we've got is capitalist media and religious newspapers. Ooh, what's this? Emoticons? Thank you, nothing but lurking. Much appreciated. Do you want to sell out the newspaper? Do you want to sell out one of them? Yeah, I know. Yeah, sell them out. The religious one or the capitalist one? Let's look at the data. Hang on. The religious lovers, guys. The religious lovers, and there's loads of them. Let's leave it. Let's leave that. We're still a theocracy. So sell the capitalists out. Yeah. Okay. Cha-ching. All right, that's on adverts. Do these guys have electricity? If they have electricity, should we give them TV or something? Oh. Healthcare. Yeah, we got one doctor, one guy in the clinic. I think we have to let that. We spent a lot of money on college professors, so I think we just have to let that work. You don't want to hire more doctors after we've hired the professors, right? That's silly. All right, car plant. So how about this? You want to import rubber? We're still intimidating. Do you want to import rubber? To steel rubber. Okay. We are producing it, but not much. That was quite a chunk of money. That's all right. That just shows our spending. We'll do all right. Let's let the military kick in. We could move the We could move the power plants to. We could move the power plant over to Petrocat's world and then do the oil. Yes, we need the oil, right? We need some oil. So the oil at the moment is under that power plant. Because we need the oil to make plastics. In the future, the industry we want is the tourist industry, and we want to do it like for a lot of money and in a fairly environmentally sensitive way, I would imagine. Move it, yeah? Alright. Tourist industry. What do you want to do in the end of the game? I feel like we need people though. We're building loads of stuff and we haven't got the people to run it. I don't know if people are going here anymore. Do we not need some tourists? Why don't we just put some fuck sheds in, guys? Pineapple Endgame's calling it now. We're doing fine. We're doing much better than last time. We need something to feed into this ultra-rich setup we have here. I think we need to start doing the hotels. Shed us up. Fox sheds, more strippers. If you do tourism now, we evolve the era, that is true. But what else do we have left to do? We've got IKEA, we've got a car factory. We've got aluminium boats. Got military, got jewellery. This is distract Valeria. Valeria's working really hard to keep it rational. Terra Kitten is the winner today, clearly. And, well, this is the beginning of Michael Cat. That's looking pretty nice. Put another apartment in there. Yeah, this is getting busy. Build the sheds. Alright. I'm on the way, I'm on the way.
Cuántos días más de ausencia, dime niña, ¿qué haré yo sin ti? Unos cuantos días más sin ti y escaparemos por el cielo, sí. días más de ausencia, dime niña, ¿qué haré yo sin ti? Unos cuantos días más sin ti y escaparemos por el cielo, sí.
Look, they have not been that subversive yet today. There's still a fight going on. Like, all of this is coming in. I think this is all generally okay. Right? We've got... Let's speed up time. Where's the construction, guys? I think we need people, though. Let's just sit tight now. Let's just sit tight. Let's not spend any money. Just enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the music. We're okay. We built a very minor step towards tourism. We've just got enough power. We don't really want to build another coal power plant if we can help it, because we get access to other power technologies in the next era and they're better. $1993, yeah. Look, let's just let this go through. We've still got medium rebel threat. Why? Five rebels. We know who they are. So we need to do guerrilla patrols. That. We can do well, we used to be able to do an amnesty in another game where you kind of just say the rebels can come out of the woods if they want. But... are we in that situation where we need more Teamsters yet? Right, there's the aircraft carrier. There you go. Terra Kitten do a few maneuvers in that. Just sail menacingly around the harbour in the aircraft carrier. Terra Kitten is so happy, guys. You've made him so happy. And tanks. Right, that's looking a lot better, no? Come on, I think that was worth the money. And maybe we should move the aircraft carrier, park it off. Park it off here, yeah, let's do that. No one get any ideas. It's going straight through the peninsula. That island, that part of the island has no military control. And that's where you get, if you have towns without any military control, then you get more rebels, I think. Let the construction finish. I think this is a nice touch. I think this is quite elegant. The shacks are a bit depressing. Just menacingly sailing over. No, you've not missed anything. We're just sailing this aircraft carrier to protect Pleasure Island. I think we've got the rebel threat under control now. Oh, balloons! How do you deliver them? So we'll go over the rock. Yeah, so over the rock, over the Yowie, over Boonhenge. That's a bit grim. Hire the doctor. They're all there now. We got the doctors. We can get more doctors, but there's a bunch of doctors on there. Okay, how about this? Smash. Smash. Zoom. But thank you, that was important to do that. We've probably got too many professors now, though. We can fire them, I think, and they can go and work in the hospital. Or maybe open school back up. Theatre's still doing alright. Probably get another actor in. Amazing. Like, has anybody playing Tropico managed to get opera houses to work? Have you created an ultra-rich realm? You're a cheap actor. Because the opera house, I have it, and it's just never, no one ever goes it. It's a bit like you have to get like ultra rich tourists as well, no? 6 actors. 6 actors in search of a musical. By Luigi Pirandello. Fox sheds are in, beach villas are in. Alright, and then we want the tourist port upgrade. Set that one on rich. Hey Finn, nice to see you. Rent lowering improv. Okay, well let's just invest. Do we need more residents? Stick that there. No, we don't. We don't have that industry, no. And there are limits, as I said, without mods on what we can and can't do. Let's just have a quick summary then, since we're coming to the end of the stream. All of the realms look very good. Terra Kitten's there, merging into this kind of intellectual capitalist section. We've restored the farm there.
The citizens are demanding elections, Presidente. It seems that they want a choice in how they are ruled. So.
Okay. I will start this election, then we'll probably leave it on the start because I don't think it'll be too bad. This is savable. Liberty, they're bothered about liberty. That's perfectly reasonable. That's quite easy to fix. Let's praise the communists. No one. Nothing. And then let's put
Tropical.
the
Some call it the Valley of the Shadow of
one that's
Despair.
sold out. We'll
But
put that
we
on
live
Freedom.
The Valley of the Shadow of my home. Our
And
spirits cannot be broken. So rise, O Tropico, and despair no more. I have heard rumbles of discontent, but Tropico's security
No, that smashed the
arrangements have
electricity.
been made a necessity by vague and unspecified threats. Oh, rest assured.
Really don't want to build
nothing
another
is more
power plant.
precious to me than personal liberty. Our efforts are aided by our communist comrades, to each according to their need, from each according to their ability. Equality for all, especially those who are more equal than others. My promises are made humbly, for I am Tropico.
we promised no tourists on the island. We did tourists on the island anyway, but little tourists. We're not in massive hotels. Relax. Some people went swimming. I had a good time, Valerie. If you didn't have a good time, that's fine. I think that's the kind of relaxed pace we need to do for Tropico, because English-speaking cat needs time to work with money. That was fun. Thank you for coming, guys. It's always nice. I'm always surprised how many people are here in the mornings, and it's fun. Nice big lunch. Thank you, everybody. Please take part as well. I don't feel closed out. So feel free to fire ideas at the chat. If there's a bunch of us working together, the idea is that we have the wisdom of the crowds here and people spot it. But this is in a much better place than it was. That's much prettier. I understand we can maybe remove this. Maybe pop that over there. That's okay. And then we can maybe do some snorkeling and stuff around here. But we need a little bit of money from it. Hey look, there's people in the beach villas. That's alright. They're worth money. They're worth money. I'm tempted to do more of that. Because it's so lush. You're in between the Yowie Heads and Boone Henge. Can the ideas be stupid? Of course the ideas can be stupid. Alright, thank you very much, everyone. I will let you go and we'll see you later. And I still think it's Hisa with us later as well. But maybe some of the other mods will show up. And that's at 4 o'clock till 7 o'clock today. But yeah, as I said, we can make shorter streams a little bit and perhaps more of them. Is one way we could go. So yeah, alright, see some of you later. If not, if Kitten Beach is it for you today, then I hope you had a good time. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Keep up your spirits. Okay, bye-bye.